Alright, I'm back here again with a video just kind of showing you guys where I'm at with these two machines. The MK1, as you can see, is gone, so I've put that MK2 over there. I'm starting to work on it. Let's see, let's start on the MK2 over here. Basically, I told you I was waiting for T-molding and was waiting for some graphics and joysticks and buttons. And I'm waiting for the monitor to get worked on, which is actually right there. But I'm waiting, like I said, to see if that other one with the generic chassis comes in. And if that one works great and looks good, I'll just put it in here and it'll be like brand new. But finished up the front of the cabinet. I put on brand new Lexan buttons, joysticks, security screws. Refinished a few things inside the cabinet. We have an MK2 PCB. As you can see, the floor of the cabinet is almost spotless. I went to great lengths recently to get a very powerful shop vac, and I put like one of these little deals like this on, and I guess that just agitates all the dust of the 10 or 12 years of dust and just sucks it up. And the floor of this cabinet is, I mean, you could eat off it, it's that clean, but not that you'd want to do that. Like I said, I fixed the bulb. So this one also, I wanted to show you guys, I got this, there's a guy on eBay, I think his name is Game Molding as his user ID. He's been selling the bright red T-molding that matches up with MK cabinets almost perfectly from the original stuff. I don't know if you can grasp the overall color of it, but it is super, super clean. I'm going to change all my personal games out to this. I think I have a couple of pieces I can show you the difference here. Let's go in this cabinet here. Let me see if I got an older piece. Might have trashed it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so as everything falls out, here's the new stuff here. You can see the color. Here's the older stuff that I've been buying. You can see the difference. The one on the left here is a lot like, almost like a deep red. It doesn't really match anything Mortal Kombat wise, but that's the only T-molding that I'd ever seen anywhere, and I searched high and low for this stuff. And here's the new stuff, and you can see how bright red it is. I don't know how good this camera makes it out, but it's great. It matches up with everything. All the colors match up. It's the exact same stuff, but it just looks tremendously different and looks fantastic on an MK cabinet. It just pops with that red. So you can see that one's basically done. I'm just waiting for a monitor. And here's the Killer Instinct. Like I said, it's an MK2. So I put the control panel all together. This is a Game On Graphics control panel overlay that I bought from a guy on KLOV, the forums there. I guess he bought an extra one and decided he didn't need it. I have a complaint about the Game On Graphics Killer Instinct overlay. When you put it on there, it doesn't. There's not enough overhang on really anything that he makes. To trim off. The MK2 stuff, there's a little bit of maybe like 1/8 of an inch all the way around that you can take a sharp razor blade and just kind of slice it off so it matches up perfectly. But the Killer Instinct is like 1/8 of an inch off all the way around. So what I usually do is I'll go around before I put it on with a heavy black marker or black paint, and I'll get like 1/4 of an inch and I'll just go all the way around with it so it's thick and black so you don't see anything. But if you didn't do that, you'd see either the old graphics underneath that have been torn away, or you'd see a silver metal panel. So I don't really know why he's been doing that. And also the side panels. If you order these, the decals for that, he just makes them barely big enough to just creep to the edges here. You can get them to fold in on the top, but the sides and the front and the back, they just barely cover the entire panel, and you have to line it up perfectly. So a little disappointed in his products as of late, and I've emailed him probably 50 times asking him questions, and he never gets back to me. So I don't know what it is. I spent a ton of money with the guy, and he refuses to answer anybody's emails, but that's another story for another day. But as you can see, I added some blue T-molding down here. I haven't added this stuff up here. Because I haven't decided, when I'm going to buy the side art, and if I do, when I'm going to apply it. And when you do, like I said, you want to wrap, as your MK Arcade source told me a long time ago, he's been doing, you want to wrap it a little bit into the groove, so when the T-molding goes in that groove, it tucks the decal in there, and you don't see any edges, and there's nothing to rip. So there's that. I think that's going to look nice. I got the control panel, and it's actually over there in the other garage. You can see it right there. I'm going to give that one to my friend for his MK2 since the artwork on that is almost perfect like this one, and the one he has on the other one is a little beat up. I had stripped the paint on a long time ago, so this one's going to be a nice replacement for him, and then when I put the KI art on this one, it'll look like new. Another thing is I bought a dedicated Killer Instinct cabinet on eBay yesterday from a guy in California, and it had, I think, Street Fighter versus X-Men in it. Apparently it's all working. I could only see one side of the artwork on the front panel, and it looks pretty clean. So what I'll probably do is see when that one comes which one's in nicer condition, the one that I'm working on here or that one there. I'll probably keep the dedicated one simply because it is real dedicated, even though this is going to look probably nicer. But when that comes, I'll make another video, probably in the next week or so. The shipper's going to pick it up, I think, next week and just keep it at his house until he has some other stuff to come to Las Vegas from California. But like I said, just an update. This is MK2 is basically done. Like I said, just waiting for the monitor, and then the control panel. I have the other pieces and the decals, and I'm just waiting, basically, to get the control panel bottom together so I can bring it in the house. And then, like I said, the T-molding. If you go on eBay, the guy's name is Game Molding, I believe, and you can see the difference right there in the light. This is much darker, and this is much lighter. This one up top here matches, and I believe he calls it bright red. He sells all the different T-moldings, and for all these MK, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, all that, it's 3/4 inch smooth T-molding. That's what you need to get. So that's what that is here. Hopes that helps. And here's another piece of Lexan that's all boxed up, ready to go out. I got another Killer Instinct Lexan here. Got a lot of questions if I have these anymore. I'll show you what they look like here real quick. I make these, I have a shop here in town that makes these when they need to be made. They're absolutely perfect fit all the way around. So this is a Killer Instinct, as you can see. It actually goes this way. 6 buttons, joysticks, and the start buttons. And what I do is I package them up like this in these nice skinny packages like so, and ship them out. Got a Gauntlet Legends PCB here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I have it for sale on eBay and then on KLOV. I guess I could keep it, but I just frankly don't really want the game anymore. I figured out a way to play it on my brand new computer, and it almost plays it perfectly. A couple of MK3 PCBs that came damaged that I sold on KLOV. And then I wanted to show you guys this new setup I have over here. I brought my old computer out here, and obviously the JAMA test station's still here. Got the test credit button there, but it's kind of nice to have a computer hooked up with internet, so that way you can answer questions, or if I do stuff, I can look up things instead of having to go in the house and go back and come in and out all day long looking for answers. I use one of these wireless little Linksys deals here that you just plug in and it picks up the wireless internet in the house. And then here's my ROM burner, and then the eraser here. Got some chips over here I'm working on. I can pretty much make any chip for any game if you guys need them. Just shoot me an email. And that's about it. So next time I'll probably make a video when this is completely done, and or I get the other Killer Instinct in here, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.